Everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Manu Issue ACCA classes. So in this video, we will be covering further more questions from the Kaplan Kit of Financial Accounting. It's good for the practice. So in my previous video, I think I have done till question number 105. Let's continue from 106 in the today video. So guys, if you are watching my video for the first time, do not forget to subscribe my channel and share it among your friends so that they could also have the benefit. In case if you have been missed out my previous video, you can still access it from the playlist available on my YouTube channel at free of cost. So let's start the question number 106. So question number 106 is how much cash was paid out as a cash expense by the petty cashier in July. So scenario is Lee operate Impress system for the petty cash. At 1 July there was a float of 150, but it was decided to increase this to 200 from 31st July onward. During July, the PT cashier received a 25 from staff for using the photocopier and a check for 90 was cashed for an employee. In July, check were drawn for 500 for PT cash. So till that, I hope you guys are familiar with the concept of petty cash. So in petty cash, what happens? I have been taking the example of my office where I was working, and there was a PT cash system. So what I used to do is basically we maintain a separate register where income and expense that have been what the amount that we have kept for the petty cash and what the expenses that we have incurred, we need to record those expenses or transaction in that particular ledger, and at the end of the we need to reconcile the balance as well. So but one more thing, if you are recording any transaction in the petty cash register, there should be a valid invoice or proper receipt, right, to verify the transaction to ensure it has been genuine transaction, not the fake one. Okay, so and at the end of the month we reconcile the balance and we top up with the same amount, or the amount may be more if we are having more expenses, if our expenses limit has been increased. In that case limit can also be increases. So basic concept is that we need to top up our balance at the start, right? Okay, so according to the question, the Lee also operate Impress system for the petty cash, and at the 1st July, which is the start of the month, there was a float of 150. So that means your opening balance, or we can say the opening balance, we can say, or the float that have been top of balance, or it's a 150, right? So 150. Okay, but it was decided to increase this to 200 from 31st July onward. Means by the next month or start of the month, next month, the float will be 200 instead of 150. So we can say it's a closing balance or carry forward balance, we will have a 200, right? Okay, so moving ahead, we have during July, the PT cashier received 25 from staff for using the photocopier and a check of 90. So the staff has used our photocopy machine and for which they paid 25. So it will increase our balance, cash balance, right? So we will add this on the debit side by 25, and a check of 90 was cashed for an employee. So in order to pay an employee, so we have encashed the check and we paid back to employee. So here we will record 90, okay, because it has been paid to employee in July, and check were drawn for petty cash is 500. So again it will increase our balance to 500, right? So how much cash was paid out as an expense by the petty cashier in July? So if we will add this, how much it will be? Let's open the calculator. So it's 150 plus 25 plus 500. So it's 675 in the total, right? And on the credit side, how much balance we are having? So it's a carry forward, right? It's a carry forward. So 200 and plus 90, right? So one more thing, if we are paying for any expenses, then in that case it will reduce our balance and it will be recorded on the debit side. In the credit side. So if we look at the credit side, there is the total amount is 290, right? But again, in the double entry system, the credit and debit and credit side be equal. Okay, so how much difference is coming up in the credit side? So if we will deduct 675 minus 290, it will give 385. So this is the expense that we have, or the PT cashier has incurred. That's the 385. 385. Okay. So this is the expense that has been incurred by petty cashier in July. Right? Is it clear now?